Hello everybody, this is SuperFang99, and this is what Arkham Horror the card game means to me. It started in February 2021. My friend group had an ongoing virtual D&D campaign running, but one day, one of the players was busy. One of my good friends in the group said, "Hey, I need to show you this game." Of course, this was in the midst of a global pandemic, but also we were living all around the country. So we booted up to Tabletop Simulator, and they showed us something magical. I fell in love with it almost immediately. My first investigator was Jacqueline Fine. And of course, we started with The Gathering. To this day, I truly believe that The Gathering as a tutorial is near perfect. The flow of the scenario perfectly represents Arkham as a whole, especially when we got to the final boss, the Ghoul Priest. We were playing with 4 players, so we had to surmount a whopping 20 health. That was so much when we started out. Luckily, we managed to parlay Lita Chandler, and she helped us a lot. I distinctly remember the resolution, because it said something akin to, if the Ghoul Priest was not defeated, record that the Ghoul Priest is still alive. This was the first time I saw the genius of this game. I was so anxious to see what would happen, how the game would react to the outcome of previous scenarios. It was something that I'd never seen in a board game before. So what does Arkham Horror the card game mean to me? It means excellent design. The first scenario gave me a taste, and I was hungry for more. Arkham quickly became our go-to weekly get-together. We decided to alternate it between our D&D sessions because we were so excited to see what was next. Soon, I was part of 3 different groups, 2 with my friends, and 1 with my family. We waltzed through Dunwich, almost went insane in Carcosa, died multiple times in the Forgotten Age, uncovered mysteries in the Circle Undone, journeyed to the Dreamlands in the Dream Eaters, and ventured to Innsmouth in the Innsmouth Conspiracy. All the while, we formed memories and experiences that we will never forget. Like having to leave behind William York in Lost in Time and Space. That time when Rex Murphy got finished Carcosa with 0 horror on him. When we restarted the Forgotten Age because we brought a boxer to the jungle. Sorry, Nathaniel. When we actually had a good time playing Pandemic. When Zoe got 6 resources for engaging a swarming enemy. And when Luke Robinson completely smashed Devil's Reef. So what does Arkham Horror the card game mean to me? It means memories with friends and family. All through this time, I was curious as to the general consensus of this game. Was it popular? How was it surviving during the pandemic? I had all of these questions, but to my surprise, I found a thriving and welcoming community. The first video I ever saw about this game was Playing Board Games video, 14 Rules You Might Get Wrong, which also happened to come out the month we started playing this amazing game. I had no idea that enemies exhausted after attacking during the enemy phase, but I do now. This led me down the rabbit hole. So many YouTube channels began to flood my feed. Playing board games, of course, but also The Whisper in Darkness, Winging It, Optimal Play, Arkham Chronicle, Matastrophic, and the Mythos Busters, along with so many more. This led me to an even deeper rabbit hole, joining the wonderful Playing Board Games and Mythos Busters Discord, and even the Arkham LCG subreddit. I had been part of niche communities before, but never as amazing as this one. I fell head first. So, what does Arkham Horror the card game mean to me? It means a vibrant and welcoming community. And speaking of community, again with Playing Board Games, they began to post a playthrough of an Arkham campaign known as Dark Matter. It looked fascinating. I continued my delve through the rabbit hole by playing custom campaigns that the community had created. I traveled through the stars in Dark Matter, read sagas in Crown of Egil, fought the undead in Call of the Plaguebearer, went on a trip in Alice in Wonderland, continued to die in Arkham Horror, investigated Cthulhu and Cyclopean Foundations, and so many more. I was continually impressed at what this community could accomplish, and so I decided I wanted to get in on the action. As of the filming of this video, I am 5 scenarios into my own sci-fi inspired custom campaign. I think dark matter inspired me so much that I wanted to add to the sci-fi world of Arkham. I haven't made a splash about it since I want to show it to the community when it's all done, but I've so far enlisted the help of my friend group to internally playtest and give feedback. I hope to bring more information about it soon, but for now, you'll just have to wait and see. So what does Arkham Horror the card game mean to me? It means creativity. I've never felt more creatively fulfilled than designing a custom campaign for this game. And this finally gets us now to this channel. As you may know, in June of 2021, they announced the revised core set of this game. I had been joking previously on when I would begin my actual collection, since so far I'd been playing solely virtually, but this was the first spark that led to my channel today. Soon, this happened. I got the revised core set, all of the starter decks, all the return tos, every standalone, the Games Enter Investigator packs, and when Edge of the Earth released, I got those. And when Dunwich got re-released, I got those. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This new release model is way better than the Mythos pack model. Don't get me wrong, Mythos packs or their equivalents work in FFG's other LCGs, but they work because of their somewhat standalone nature, as well as their modularity. That's why the standalone scenarios and starter decks work so well. But when it comes to the full Arkham campaign experience, it is miles better when they come in a single box. And so, for the first time, I've been able to play a campaign in person. We played Edge of the Earth, first in TTS with one group, but I loved playing it again in person with my other group. It was so interesting to build in this restricted way, and indeed without the taboo list. So what does Arkham Horror the card game mean to me? It means a lifestyle. Lastly, because I was getting all of these products for real this time, I decided, hey, why not? Let's film some unboxings and maybe even do a solo playthrough. So armed with my phone and this janky setup, I started recording. It was a bit awkward at first, but I soon got into a rhythm. So far, I've released 2-handed solo playthroughs of Edge of the Earth, Return to the Night of the Zealot with a bunch of standalones I dubbed Too Many Nights of the Zealot. And of the recording of this video, I am about to finish off a run-through of the Dunwich Legacy. So what does Arkham Horror the card game mean to me? It means expression. I love talking about and playing this game, and I hope that y'all can stomach me when I put those words to video. I hope to continue to provide in-person playthroughs of this game as new releases and old re-releases come out. I hope you'll stick around for it. Comment below what this wonderful game means to you. Please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and clicking the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. Until next time, this has been Superfing99, signing off.